News Chopper 4 was back over Boyle Heights this afternoon, where the cleanup continues after the Lineage warehouse fire. Crews are now in the final phases of removing rotten food from that building.
Today, lawmakers announced a state bill in the wake of that disaster. NBC4's Karma Dickerson breaks down the proposed legislation. She joins us live right now from Boyle Heights. Karma.
Well, the lawmakers who gathered today said today's announcement wasn't about taking down a business. It was about standing up for community. Nevertheless, if these proposed laws do in fact become law, this would make a disaster like the one unfolding in Boyle Heights considerably more expensive for businesses. Now today, two state lawmakers, joined by Mayor Karen Bass, announced a new proposed legislation that would hold industrial corporations operating in residential areas like Lineage to higher standards. Nearly 2 months after the fire at the Lineage warehouse in Boyle Heights, millions of pounds of rotting meat remain inside, causing putrid odors and attracting flies and pets. Assembly member Mark Gonzalez announced Assembly Bill 817, which would make financial settlements people receive related to the disaster tax-free. It also requires companies like Lineage to create a community contingency fund in the event they cause an environmental disaster. The money would cover things like housing and food assistance, as well as air quality monitoring.
Because if you're going to operate in a community, you have a responsibility to that community. And if something goes wrong, the community should not have to beg for the resources just to survive it.
Senator Maria Elena Durazo, Senate Bill 716, would raise city and county caps on fines for non-residential buildings larger than 20,000 feet. LA County Public Health has inspected and found violations of the Lineage facility at least 19 times. Yesterday's report found continued instances of rotting food waste and flies. Despite these nearly daily violations, fines public health levies against Lineage max out at $2,000 a day.
These fines are too small to matter to a billion-dollar corporation. When violations stem from a declared disaster, they can be multiplied 10 times to $50,000 per violation. That's a greater leverage to force rapid remediation.
However, if they're looking to get this done this legislative session, the clock is ticking. There are only 2 weeks left, so they're really trying to push forward these proposed laws. Now, when it comes to Lineage, they report that they are 92% finished with the cleanup at their facility. We asked for an update today. We have not yet received one. But even at 92%, that still leaves about 7 million pounds of rotting food in that warehouse. Reporting live, I'm Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.
Karma, thank you for that.